In 1996, the world was introduced to the disaster film Twister. In 2024, the world was introduced to the disaster film Twisters. Yeah, I rolled my eyes too, but if you're writing this off as another pointless remake, you may be shortchanging yourself.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
"28 years after the original captured the imagination of 90s audiences, Twister roars back onto the scene. Twisters balances breathtaking action with a compelling narrative anchored by a surprisingly fun cast. Daisy Edgar Jones plays Kate Cooper, a meteorologist haunted by a past encounter with a devastating tornado. 5 years prior, her miscalculation cost 3 of her fellow students their lives as they chased tornadoes in Oklahoma. Jump ahead 5 years and we see Kate living in New York City with her storm-chasing days far behind her. That is until one remaining survivor from her science experiment gone awry, Javi, finds her and convinces her to get back into the game. Kate teams with Javi and his crew of scientists to chase storms and collect data so that he can help save lives. When Kate and Javi set out to chase their first storm, they meet their competition. Enter Tyler Owens, played by Glenn Powell. Tyler is the exact opposite of Kate. He's a YouTube storm chaser more interested in viral fame than scientific data. Or so it seems. Their initial clash of personalities sparks tension and an undeniable chemistry. Tyler's eclectic team features less scientific prowess than Kate's, but their eccentric ways yield impressive results. Also, they're fun to watch. As a YouTuber myself, I find it funny to see fictionalized versions of social media producers. This film is fairly accurate to how annoying they are, but they're also fun to watch, just like real social media stars. The film follows both teams as they try to chase down the next storm. After a storm hits a small town, we learn that Javi wasn't as forthright with Kate as she thought. It turns out Javi's company is fronted by a rich tycoon who wants to buy up land from the people who just lost everything from storms. Kate sees this and joins up with Tyler instead. They form a bond and romance follows. They revisit Kate's data and Tyler convinces her to give it another test. They track a massive storm headed towards the town and attempt to destroy the tornado with chemicals inside of fireworks. It's also far more elaborate than that. Her research is effective and they're able to stop the tornado before it kills everyone in town. Afterward, we see Kate headed home, but Tyler stops her at the airport and the screen fades to black. The plot, while familiar in its core premise, a group of scientists chasing storms, is elevated by the introduction of the DART project, a groundbreaking technology that aims to predict tornadoes with an unprecedented accuracy. This innovation injects a fresh layer of scientific intrigue into the narrative, keeping viewers engaged. The true star of the films were the tornadoes themselves. Twister delivers impressive visuals that redefine disaster films. The CGI used here looks just like a real storm. There wasn't any point when I was taken out of the film by any technical limitations. This is what CGI should be used for. The rest of the film uses in-camera effects to tie the whole thing together. This movie will look good for a long time. We witness Twisters in their terrifying majesty, from the funnel clouds twisting in the distance to the eye-popping close-up debris being ripped from the earth. The sheer scale and power of these storms is truly electrifying. I can't believe how much I liked this film. I don't particularly like the original Twister. We rented it on tape and that was about it. I didn't know anyone who owned it. Back in 1996, I was obsessed with Star Wars and Independence Day. I'm glad I got to see this film a day early. The crowd was really into it, and it was a fairly full theater as well. I expect this one to do well since it's fun, escapist entertainment, and things are a little rough these days. Twisters is not a perfect film, but it is one I'll watch again. You can't top the cast of the original, but Glenn Powell does a good job, and the rest of the cast is very endearing. There's no need for another film, but I wouldn't mind seeing these characters back together on the big screen. We have a metric here of skip it, stream it, or physical media, but I'd say this is a theater watch. It's big, loud, and needs to be experienced that way. Watching it at home would still be fun, but like they say, bigger is better, so watch this one on the biggest screen possible. So that was my review of Twisters, a good, solid, fun action movie, perfect for the summer, perfect to help you escape from all the monotony of today's world. Let me know down in the comments below if Twister is one of your favorite disaster films, and if it's not, tell me what your favorite disaster film is down below. Even though it's hokey as hell, I do like Volcano, and technically if Independence Day is a disaster film, well that takes the cake. So folks, thank you for watching. I'll be back next time with more. If you want more reviews, let me know. I'll be back next week with a review of Deadpool and Wolverine, so make sure you subscribe to WCBS, have your bell notification turned on to all, and make sure you check out everything we upload each and every day. I'm your host, Jeff, and I'll see you next time. But folks, be smart, be safe, be cool, and always be excellent to each other.